Hello guys, today we're going to be looking at how to build a blinking reminder app, and this is sort of how it looks like. So let's just get started. We're going to be using Node.js and Electron.js for this with the help of VS Code. So let's just first go and see this Electron.js. I'm going to tag this in the description below of the video. So this is the first step. Let's go copy paste this, and let me change the name to Blinking app version 1.0. npm init, then just initiate it. Entry point, let me change it to main.js. And test command should be just copy pasted from the Electron.js description. Okay, that's built. So we go to the next step and install Electron. It's gonna put up the node modules too. So I have that now. The next step is just a console log to see everything's working. Let me just check. Okay, let me do npm start. Oh, there's an error. Oh yeah, I didn't put the start electron in the package of JSONs. Let me just do that first. Got it running, and I'm getting the output. Good. Okay, now let's copy and paste the index.html. Let's first do a touch index.html, and then go here and copy paste that. Yep, I got that done. Let me just change this to blinking app, and just modify the index.html. And now let's create a main.js file and just copy and paste the contents from the Electron website. Pretty much almost all the stuff, the base code has been given here, and Electron, but you just want to modify it to show what we want to show on the app, which is basically to remind for a blink. So we do that here. Let me just go and show you what it looks like on the preview side. Okay, and this is the code. Let me just adjust the paragraph to ID close, and that whatever I wrote there is basically the X mark button. Now let me go to the Microsoft PowerPoint presentation. How I got the eyes SVG is from here, and you just copy and paste this SVG from the PowerPoint presentation icon, and you can import it, yeah, here. So with the SVG, you gotta modify it. I have modified it here with the width and height 96, and I have added ID open class compress.y, and you can see over here. Sorry, let me try one. Sorry, it keeps going on the right side, so I'm just gonna type Control F and then path. So this path, you can go and change the color of the SVG using the path. Just type path and then go there and then try to change the color. Let me now link the renderer file, which is going to render which is going to communicate with the index.html, and then we're going to create style.css, and let me just write this code here, which is for all the elements of the index.html, padding and margin should be 0. The body, I'm going to make it as a draggable and transparent background, flex display, cursor should be pointer, space between, color should be white, yeah, basically, and user select none. And for close, padding 5 pixels, font size 0.8 em. Obviously, this is all it's up to your choice. So if you want, you can change it, but that's what I've kept it as. Closed out. However, when I hover my mouse on the close button, it should show that color, which is lime, sort of. Now to the compress animation. I just basically wanted to show it how to blink. So this is the animation I created. I can definitely make it more simpler. It just looks way more complicated here. So this first part is where it's gonna sort of appear, and then the second part from 35% to 60% is where it actually blinks, and then the other part is where it just disappears. And I created the animation time to 7 seconds, so that when it blinks, it's basically 4 seconds. That's rare because I saw online that 4 seconds is the optimal blink rate when you're working. So yeah, that's that. Let me just go back and see if this is working. Show preview, and it blinks. Okay. Now to create the main.js, which should basically create the window. Let me just set the width and height to 200 and 100. For path, since I need a preload script to communicate with the index.html, and the main.js. Let me put path is equal to required node path, and then maximum height is 100 and minimum height is also 100. Similarly for the width, maximum width is 200 and the minimum width is 200. And yeah, that should be it. Then I'm gonna put frame as false, auto hide menu bar true, transparent true, always on top true, full screenable false. So these are all like I'm typing all of this since so that it doesn't become a nuisance to just doesn't block the screen and stuff. And then web preferences node integration true, context isolation is true. We need context isolation to be true because we don't want we need security, and that's how we achieve it, by isolating the preload script. So path, sorry, my battery is slow. My screen dims. Just let me plug in my charger again. Hold on, and we should be back. Okay, and let me just type Windows set on always on top true, and screensaver. So this is also I'm trying to set it as on top because it helps so that it doesn't get covered by other applications that you open. And then we're going to create the preload script finally. So in the preload script, I'm going to first import or use Electron with a context bridge and IPC renderer, which basically helps you communicate between these scripts with require Electron, and then we're gonna use them as sort of like a bridge to sort of bridge the gap between these scripts. So the next step shall be context bridge dot execute in main world. You can create whatever API name you want. I'm just naming it Electron API, and close.app function equals IPC renderer dot send close dash app, and yeah, that should be it. Oh, I think I'm having an error here. Let me just type a console.log hello from preload script, so that this is just to see if the preload script works properly or not. But I think I have an error. Let me just get this comma out and make it a regular comma. Yeah, okay, got that. Now to the main.js, we gotta write a small code here to use the IPC renderer to sort of close the app so that it responds. So it's gonna be IPC main on close app. Let me put this in double quotes. Yeah. So on the close app, when it receives that command, perform a function which basically performs app.quit, and let me just type on quotations here, closes the application. Good. Okay, so we got that done. So this basically closes the app. Now let me go to the renderer, which basically is the main script which communicates with the index.html. The other scripts basically just are sort of on the back end, so they don't communicate with the index.html. So document.element by ID close. If you guys remember, I used the ID close on the paragraph tag, and that add event listener on click. Window.electron API, which is from the preload script, close.app function, and this performs the function, the close function basically. So I think that should be it. This should be the complete script to get the app working. Yeah. So show preview. You can see it blinks and closes back. Now let me type npm run start. Let's see if the app works. Yep, it works. The close button is not working. One second. Let me just figure this out. Okay, yeah, this is a problem. I wrote execute in main world. It's supposed to be expose in main world. Sorry, guys. That's my bad. Okay, let me try running it now. npm run start, and yeah, it works. So this is how you build a Blink reminder app. You can keep it anywhere. Let me just open the. You can see if I can just type anything. It just doesn't really, get overlaid. Doesn't really change the overlay. Sorry. And even on the website, you can see it still shows the overlay of the Blink reminder. So to end this video tutorial to create a Blink reminder app, my motivation behind creating this was Two main reasons, which was first of all being that for my father, since he works so much on his device, on his laptop, that I thought it would be better for me to create an app which would help him, remind him to blink more often, since he's sitting in front of a screen with blue light rays just, you know, on him, on his eyes, like 8 hours a day. So I thought it would be better to create this kind of an app to help him out while he's working hard at his job. But turns out that his work laptop, they don't allow outside softwares to be downloaded. So it's sort of like that reason sort of nullifies itself. So since he's not able to download this application on his laptop. And the second reason was myself. Usually I'm sitting on the screen for like so many hours, and usually on my laptop. So it's better to come up with an application which helps me blink. So that was the main two reasons why I decided to go with making this app. And I thought you guys could benefit from it too, and maybe implement it so that you guys are also taking care of your eyes while also working or watching a video. Doesn't really matter. Anything apart from playing games, I guess, because it's it works almost all scenarios except for playing games. I need to figure out how to get that part done, but yeah. And if you guys like my video, just drop a like, share a comment, subscribe, and let me know what other future projects I should do. And I'm all ears for recommendations and constructive criticism. And that should be it from me. Thanks, guys. Have a nice one.